Oh yeah.
Miles an hour on what is probably a soft tune still, I would have thought, wouldn't you?
I would have thought so.
Joe Stevens, a little off pace for him at 8:79.14.
So VW Sportsman coming thick and fast now. Justin Foley and Lawrence Clark. So currently Lawrence Clark is your #1 qualifier with the Thunderbug. We expect it all to move around. 10 cars put in runs in Q1. $13.66 and $14.54.
They stay put where they were before.
Right, the beast of Rob Cresswell, $13.80, and John Crawford, $15.05. You can see Rob definitely move first there. A 0.8 light compared to a 1.25.
Yeah.
Compound that to the fact that Rob's car is quicker.
Well, John Crawford had a long time looking at the tree there, and he's got a long time looking at his reaction time on the finish line too. 13.81 for Rob
That's more
Cresswell.
like it for Rob, number one.
And number 2. Both of those over the line to number 1 and 2. Rob Cresswell, number 1, 15.14. For Professor John Crawford, takes him to number 2. Lowry's currently number 7. Polly number 10. Polly's going to get there first with a 16.41, that'll help, and a 17.51 for Lowry. Well, actually, Lowry goes to number 3 with that one. That'll work, Jason. And 4, Mrs. Judge, number 4.
Right, Morgan Wilson with the Misdemeanor Havoc Beetle 1760, darling. And Phil Jones with the A3.
Unusually, Morgan's actually qualified dead last at the moment.
That'll change.
Oh, yeah. Thinks she broke out, probably.
Yeah.
$15.22, too quick for Phil Jones. Morgan.
Steve Stone and Jack Gooding. Darlin's End, Steve, 1560, Jack, 1670. Well, reaction time's not to write home about, but it doesn't matter. This is qualifying. I'm surprised the money's still up for grabs, you know.
Yeah. You bet. Well, 2 qualifiers just a junior. Well, everything nearly. 15.72, 59, number 4 for Steve Stone. Jack Gooding gets bumped back 1 spot to number 7. Couple of real good launches. 11.04. James Gould is your number 1 qualifier. 11:46 for Adrian Solly, number 4. Excellent effort from both.
Right, Graham Fairhead with the misfit, the fastback, 11:20. He's currently the number 6 spot, but he went 11:96. So got to find a fair bit. I know the car can do it. Guy Foley, sorry, number 9 guys 11:20. So neither of these two were on the numbers that they normally run, and Graham Fairhead sort of missed a shift there, I think. So both looking for 11:20.
Guy will be close. 11:31. There we go.
Yep, Lee Caudry.
Against Carl Goldsmith. Wow, Carl's making 2 runs in a row. Just kidding. I just put a jinx on it. He's being pushed back. Yeah, unfortunately, Carl gets pushed back. It will be a bye run for Lee Caudry.
He dials in 12:45. And gets a 12:49 into the number 1 spot as well. Nicely done there, Lee.
I think one of my all-time favourite drag racing stories about Carl is just how unassuming he and that car are. Was when he entered Street Eliminator, went out of the cruise and got directed into one-day parking.
Right.
I love that. Me too. Whoever that marshal is a complete legend.
He is. Like talking to legends, we have one here, Paul Bargate. That's Rocco going alongside Paul Jackson, El Parata, Lupo.
Pro ET into the pairing lanes, please. Pro ET for Q3 into the lanes, please. 10.74 at 1:32 for Paul Jackson. I don't think they could barely believe that. Well done, gentlemen. It was so cool. Backwards. Tom Herbert taking on James Hodson. We can always hear lots of whooping and hollering going on underneath us, which is a good thing, isn't it? James Hodson hasn't made a run yet. This is his first run of the day.
Yeah. 10.19 from that Golf. That's quick.
It's the mile an hour they turn. It's phenomenal, isn't it? .38, 12.91. Unfortunately, nowhere near. Jacob Bailey, earlier on today. Is that right? He went 10.43 earlier. This time does 10.30.
I remember when Jacob just broke into the 10s. Now look at him. Well, Dave Crowhurst out there. Arrow straight. Looking good. 10.17, and Jacob backs out of it 11.92 at just 87 miles an hour at the stripe.
10.20. Disappointing dial-in for Mr. Goldsmith. I was liking the 9-second dial-ins. However, they were realistic or not, who knows. 11.8 is the dial-in for Rob Carter. That is what you call a sleeper, isn't it?
A proper sleeper.
There's no way that should run 11.8. And again, there's no way that should run at 10.20 either. Oh, something popped off of Carl's car there. 10.48. Look at the speed again. 141 miles an hour. Number 6 spot, Rob Carter with the Audi into number 8 with the 12.48.
Who's a speedy boy then?
Yes!